Hi guys, my name is Brooklyn Whitcomb and I'd like to bring to you today the book called Legendborn by Tracy Dion and illustrated by Hillary Wilson. Hillary Wilson initially draws us in with a picture of a strong black woman who is wearing her hair in the natural form. In the book she calls it her wild natural curls and uses line and color to show two different kinds of magic. We also see King Arthur's symbol right here as it's described in the book, and we show that King Arthur is shown throughout the book on each chapter with his same symbol. At the beginning of this book, Tracy describes the character Brianna as a 16-year-old woman, a 16-year-old little girl whose mother is killed in a tragic car accident. So before her mother was taken, her and her friend Alice applied to this early college program at UNC Chapel Hill where her mother had attended years ago. After her mother's passing, Alice and Bree learn that they were accepted and go to live in the dorms. On the first day at the dorms there, they go to a college tradition at the Quarry. However, those at the Quarry those at the early college program cannot go to the Quarry as they're not supposed to leave the campus, but they go anyway. Children are jumping off of cliffs and having fun until a fight breaks out, and Bree notices flashes of silver and green above this fight. She tries to leave, and as she leaves, she's caught by some friends leaving, and they mesmerize her. She hurts her hand and realizes that she didn't want to leave. She wanted to figure out what was going on. Circles back to see that they hunted this imp. When she gets back down to the clearing, she finds her friend Alice talking to a police officer, and the police officer escorts them back to the college. The next morning, they wake up to voicemails from the dean, and the dean gives them a warning instead of expelling them from school. This should be great, but they're still fighting about it because Alice blames Bree. So they are assigned what they consider babysitters from Dean McKinnon, and the babysitter for Bree is a young man named Nick. After many ignored calls from Nick, Nick goes and gets the class schedule and meets her outside of her class and follows her back to the dorm. On the way back to the dorm, she sees more magic and runs towards it instead of away from it. Nick follows her and finds that there is a hellhound there and kills it. It has left big giant burns all down her arms, and she passes out from the pain. He takes her back to the infirmary where another knight named William heals her. The story continues with her going through trials and getting to learn more about her past and her history. At the end of the book, we learn that she is in fact the descendant of King Arthur and the one in which he calls. The cliffhanger for this book leading for the next book is showing that Nick is not King Arthur's descendant like he thought, but Lancelot's. He is called as well, but his dad kidnaps him once again in a twist and turn that is again unforeseen. So we learn so much, and there's so much subtle hints of racism throughout the book and subtle hints of standing up for yourself. This book reminds me of the books I read as a kid growing up to spark joy. At the end, I would like for my students to create their own family crest or sigil to show what they and their family are about. I really hope you enjoy this book as much as I did, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me at bmwhitcomb@fhsu.edu. Again, that's bmwhitcomb@mail.fhsu.edu. Thank you. Have a great day.